My name is Hector Mercado. I work for the Housing Division. My main role is to provide information about tenant landlord rights and relocation programs. So I can give you an idea of what we consider affordable renters or committed affordable units in Arlington. So what is affordable housing based on HUD? The determination was that housing should be no more than 1/3 of your income. So if you pay 1/3 of your income, you should be able to find housing. Unfortunately, that's not usually the case. And people is what we call rent burden because they pay more than 1/3 of their rent. The idea is, for example, if your income is $4,000 a month, then your rent, including utilities, should be not more than $1,200. And on that, what the county did is made agreements with apartment complex owners and developers, and because of those agreements, they separate units and rent the units, giving them a discount. So that's what we call committed affordable units. These units, we have about 11,355, and the agreement indicates that they will be at certain income levels. It could be different. Some of them could be at 30% of the area median income, some of them could be at 40, some of them could be at 60, some of them could be at 80%. So depending on what is the agreement, you'll be able to find something that meets your needs. We also have what we consider market rate affordable. What are these is apartment complexes that, even though they don't have agreements with the county, they do provide apartments at lower costs. Sometimes it's because they're old. Sometimes it's because they are not in a very convenient area. And some of them are what could be considered workforce housing. It's private companies that make agreements independently with nonprofits, and these nonprofits rent those. We have an example here. Amazon provided money, and they were able to buy an apartment complex, and this apartment complex, it's renting at a lower rate. It's not controlled by the county. It's not one of our committed affordable units, but it's what we will consider a market rate affordable because they have lower rents. And in this, of course, they could vary from one to another. Now, how we determine what is the amount that a person needs or helps them qualify? HUD every year goes and calculates the area median income from the person. So they get the highest amount a person makes, the lowest amount a person makes, and they go right into the middle, and that's the amount they base their number. And they say, this is the amount a person should make or it's making in the area, and based on this, we're going to do our programs. So there's a lot of calculations and determinations because the base number is considered for a family of 4, but of course you could be single, that makes the number change. You could have more family members, that makes the number change. And we use those numbers to determine what programs or what you could qualify. So that determines the eligibility of the persons or the families and what they could get into. Sometimes you can receive one kind of assistance and not the other. For example, if your need is more, you could maybe be able to rent an apartment that it's lower amount and you pay less. So right now for 2025, we have considered these numbers. We have for a person, 2, 3, 4 persons, we have 50%, 60%, 40%. So basically, if your income falls between those ranges, it determines the programs that you will be able to qualify or apply to you. Now, affordable housing in Arlington could be anything. Since the agreements with them are varied, a lot of them do have market rates that pay full price or affordable. And the incentive for the landlords is to keep all of them the same. So any apartment complex could have affordable, and the services provided to people that rent affordable or market should be the same. And that's the general idea, and that's what we endeavor. Although in some circumstances, we do control that they do upkeep the affordable units. They have a little more control from part of the county, okay? So where you can find them, we have a list of these complexes on the Arlington County webpage, and the idea is that you will get the information where the leasing office is and what is their leasing office number. All you need to do is contact them and inquire if they have vacancies. On our webpage, we do have also a list of reported vacancies from the complexes. That will help you with your search, but some of them do have their own waiting lists, and it's better if you check with them, because if they do have their own waiting list, you can be added to them, and that will help your chances. Now, when you need an affordable unit, they will ask you some things and questions. You will need an ID. You could use a passport or any ID that will have your photo and identification. Usually, they will prefer a passport or a valid state ID, but they may be able to accept other forms of ID. You will need a Social Security card number, or if you don't have that, what we call individual identification number. That's a number provided by Social Security for people that don't have it. Now, you will be asked for documentation to prove your income. You need to demonstrate to them that you are able to pay your rent. And preferably other references, people that will vouch for you, or other apartment complexes you rented at, well, can say. Now, if you're receiving rent assistance, you will have information about that rent assistance also to them, so they could use it to qualify you. Okay? And if you have questions on that, you can always call us. We have an email that's housingdivision@arlingtonva.us, or you can contact us at 703-228-3765. This information will be available to everyone through our webpage, or we'll have cards or paper there. And thank you for listening. I pass it to the next person.